Let me make sure I'm not walking in shit. It is dark in here and I'm older. I'm gonna need a little bit more light. Oh my God. Y'all are never gonna believe what I just found. What's up, cookies? Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Carolyn Gray and welcome to my channel. I typically discuss all things fashion, living in New York, being an entrepreneur, and all the things. And today we're going thrifting in Manhattan. Really, this is just a small portion of Manhattan. I know that there will be a part 2, part 3, part 4 of this particular series because there are so many areas to cover in the city. The last video I did was in Bushwick, Brooklyn, basically, and I thrifted those stores that I know and love, and I honestly felt like I kept striking out. Like I wasn't in love with the selection nor the prices, the vibe, and these are my go-to spots. So I was like, let me see if this is the same situation for my favorite spots in the city that I used to frequent, especially in the earlier 2000s. I moved here in 2006 in New York City, and I used to go to these thrift stores near Fashion Institute of Technology, which is my alma mater. And I'm just gonna show what went down because I was pleasantly surprised with some things, and I actually was a little disappointed with other things. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna take you guys to yesterday when I was shopping in the city at my favorite thrift stores. What's up, cookies? So we are in the city. I just got off the L train, like 6th Avenue and 14th Street. And I'm going to shop some of the stores that I used to shop when I was in college that are my favorite thrift stores. Starting off with the Beacon's Closet in this neighborhood. I'm curious to see if I will feel different about their selection versus the selection that I saw in Brooklyn. Now, mind you, there are so many Beacon's Closets that one may not be reflective of the other Beacon's Closets in Brooklyn, but it did disappoint me. So I'm looking forward to see. This is all new. Y'all are cleaning up nice around here at this train station. It even smells clean. But I'm curious to see what the selection will hold at this particular Beacon's Closet. So let's see. First stop. Actually, I lied. I'm going to Housing Works first because I walked in the wrong direction. So we are going off of 17th Street between 6th and 7th Avenues, and then we'll walk down to Beacon's Closet once we're done in this little block. But we're going to Housing Works first. I think Goodwill is right next to there too. Let's see. A lot of Everlane with tags on them. It's wild. Okay, this is a Zara dress listed for $25. I don't agree with that, but she is cute. Everything is color coordinated, and then they also have different lengths, like all the long dresses are back against the wall, and then everything else is by color and separated by men's and women's. So here's the situation. I don't have a budget this time because we're in Manhattan, girl. Like, you never know what can go down. But I am looking for more tops. I'm looking for stuff that has pizzazz, something that makes me want to try it on immediately. So far, I'm seeing a lot of high street brands at the rate that they would normally charge in the actual store. It's not really exciting, but I did see a vintage Givenchy bag in the window, and I'm going to ask about the price. So let's see about that. So this literally has a tag from Zara, and the price for it is $20. I need more down from that. Okay, so I found something, and we have a clean fitting room. Found a skirt. I don't know who it's by, and I don't know the size, but I think it might work. And then I found this Gap skirt as well. So I'm looking for also authentic materials like real leathers, you know, but we're shopping in a sustainable way. So let's see how they fit. Okay, so it's a little snug, but this is a full-on high-waisted mini skirt. I mean, she's definitely a standing only moment because she's really short, but she fits really cute. And she's $65, so I need to find out who makes this skirt. Why is she $65? But she does fit perfect. Look. She fits perfect. Wow. Okay, okay. Okay, if we were shopping on the Brooklyn budget, I would have already been out of budget at this point. This is the Gap leather skirt, $65, size 2. It's classic and it's chic with what I got on. I'm taking both of them. And they also have home goods and albums, books. See, these types of places are perfect for when you want to do like little product photography and you need like props just to keep on deck. Like if you have a content studio, it's always good to pop into these stores to see what they have, because you never know how they'll make a video pop out. Okay, so at first it was going really slow in that store, and then finally I found 2 bottoms, which I told y'all I'm looking for tops this shopping trip. But I did come across really good finds that fit perfectly, and I learned a little bit more about housing work. So, you know, they work on a donation, what's it called, donation style. So that's why there were so many Everlane pieces in there. So a lot of times designers, instead of handing off to, you a little upset, to Goodwill, they'll donate it to Housing Works. And I'll give more information on the not-for-profit and the work that they do when we get home, and do a roundup of all the items that I do find. But child, I already spent $140, but the skirts are so good and they're classic and they fit amazing, so it's worth it, baby. Okay, and the next stop is Beacon's Closet. There's like a cluster of thrifting stores around here, so let me pull my little ass to the side and figure out exactly where I'm going next, because I did get lost coming here. I went in a totally other direction, and this has been happening twice this week already, that I've got lost in areas that I know. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did a quick search, and I didn't realize there's this, it's new to me. It's a thrifting, a vintage consignment store called 2nd Street, and they do have items that they sell online that I think are in the physical stores as well. But I've actually been really curious to shop one of their stores in the physical. So I'm going up to, I think it's 25th. There's 25th Street between, I think, 6th or 7th Avenue. I'll double check so I don't get lost again. But we're gonna head up there, go to 2nd Street, and there's another consignment store on the same street or block or whatever, and 2 block radius. So we're gonna walk up there, and then the last stop will be Beacon's Closet on 13th Street. So yeah, we're gonna see what 2nd Street is all about. I'm excited. Ooh, Lord, please protect my wallet. Hi. Okay. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I really wish these were my size. Dang. Literally a pair of Y projects for a size 7 foot. Okay, so this is a Saint Laurent blazer for $90. I wish it was a little bit bigger. Like, I can definitely see taking it in, but I don't know. I feel like this was someone's uniform for their job at Saint Laurent. The shoulder's a little bit too tight, so I don't think I'm going to dive with them, but $89 for a Saint Laurent. I'm thinking about it. It's cute. It's sturdy. It's a sturdy tee, long sleeve tee. I like it. It's $40. I can see it going with a lot of other patterns on the bottom, which I want to do more of. This is okay. It's cashmere wool, mostly cashmere, by Laline for $99. I'm gonna pass, but if it's online, I'll keep my eye on it. But it feels really great, and I like sweaters that fit like this. But I'm gonna pass. Okay, so I put the YSL blazer on hold along with the green tie-dye shirt because they're priced, more than I would really want to pay for them. And also Buffalo Exchange is right here, and it's pretty big. And I did see some really decent things in the window when I walked by. So I put those 2 on hold, and if I don't find anything that I love in Buffalo Exchange, I will strongly consider going back and getting those 2 pieces I have on hold. But we're here at Buffalo Exchange. Let's see what they have. No. I mean, it's slightly mayhem. I can't. Oh, this is cute. What is this? Swift Left. Okay, I don't know that brand. $28. Looks like new. Okay. This is the type of store you gotta come in here early because there's too many people in here. Okay, I don't know if it's because I'm hungry or getting hungry, but that entire store was giving where all cheap clothes go to die. Like, it was just tacky, lacking of quality goods all over the place. It was a muck. It was a mess. I'm thoroughly annoyed. I'm so annoyed that I don't even want to go back to 2nd Street to consider the top and the blazer. I've made up my mind. They can stay there. But I'm going around the corner to Goodwill because I remember liking it there. So we're going to Goodwill and then we're going to go to Beacons. And I'm considering if I need to get a snack because the reality is I got food at home. I shouldn't be buying nothing out here as far as food is concerned, or clothes for that matter. But we're here. We said we were going to do these videos, so it's fine. But yeah, we're heading to Goodwill. Let's see what they got. Well, that was a bust. It was giving snooze. It was giving snoozy grandma. And I did see some people come over from Buffalo Exchange to want to see what was in that store. Child, ain't nothing. I see all of us already leaving. Only been in there for 5 minutes. It's giving snooze fest. And it's giving, I think I need a snack or pick me up. Shame on me for not packing my own snack. But good news is we're going to walk down to, what is it, 13th Street, and we're going to go to see what that Beacons Closet is talking about, because that's going to be our last stop. Because your girl's tired. I'm not feeling inspired. I'm really happy about the first 2 skirts. But other than that, but you know what? Okay, I'll say this. The 2nd Street store, it did give. Like, they had a lot of really nice designer handbags at great prices. My only question is, like, what's their authentication process? They also had, like, great sunglasses, great shoes. I mean, y'all saw that pair of Y Project thigh-high spiral booties. And I think it was for $349 the price was. I mean, phenomenal. Those are the types of things that I'm looking for. You know, like gems, random ass gems. And 2nd Street definitely has it. There's another 2nd Street, I think, in Dumbo, Brooklyn. And I will be curious to see that space. But yeah, Goodwill, which used to be my spizzot. Okay, I freaking love going to that Goodwill. But things change, apparently, obviously. You know, the prices were spot on. I mean, they had blazers for $9. I was about to get a blazer, but it was from Zara. And I'm like, see, this is the thing. I feel like a lot of these thrift stores are just so oversaturated with items from Zara and H&M. And I'm just like, there's no fun in that. There's no originality or anything, you know. But it is what it is. It's a sign of the times. It's what people are dropping off at those places. They don't want their Zaras and Mango pieces after a while, you know, because not everything in those stores are super quality. And I get it. But, I mean, we've got to do better. So let's see what Beacons has. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. I need some French fries or something. I'm touching everything. I want to wash my hands. So I'm sitting here enjoying my fries. This is so good. And I'm thinking about going back to 2nd Street to get the blazer and that sweater. It's a lot of freaking walking. If nothing goes right at Beacons, I'll take the train back up there and I'll get them. But let's see. Because I'm no longer hangry. I'm considering these things. But overall, I do think it's a little bit better thrifting in the city so far in comparison to Brooklyn. All right, bye. Okay, so oh my God, I tripped in public and I called my dad because whenever I trip in the street, I get nervous and I call him and he didn't answer, so I'm calling y'all. Yeah, I tripped. I'm a little embarrassed. I don't know how many people saw that. And I was too embarrassed to slow down to double check to make sure that I didn't scratch up my shoe. But I think I did scratch up my shoe. But I want to wait till I get to the store to really make sure I didn't scratch up my shoe. But I'm just calling y'all so I can calm down a little bit and not feel like I want to pass out from embarrassment. But yeah, I hate tripping in public, especially when the ground didn't rise up to trip me. It was like that before I got there. So why was I tripping? Anyway, okay, I'm okay now. I'll call y'all later. There goes Beacon Closet. You can't ever miss that baby big ass head. See it? Let me make sure I'm not walking in shit. It is dark in here and I'm older. I'm gonna need a little bit more light. Oh my God. I mean, it looks kind of promising, but it's also a lot of people in here. I should have woke up earlier to do this, but it is what it is. Oh, this is cute. She's giving something. All right, I'll report back. Let me see what we can find. $29. Okay, girl. Goodness, I really wish I had smaller feet. Y'all are never gonna believe what I just found. This is a Max Mara cape for $300. These things go for $2,000, maybe $1,700. Okay, Beacon's Closet. I thought this was cool for like my Rick Owens moments. This is Raoul, but and it's kind of snug, but it's cool. It was cool. Definitely gonna leave this behind though. Y'all know I like leather vests. This is obviously suede in really great condition. I think there was like one little mark that I saw, but it's really hard to look. It's like right here, but really undetectable. If I were to get it taken in, to bring it in, I like her. So she's silk and she's super wrinkled, but I'm kind of feeling her, especially with like this outfit, to be honest. I'm not mad at it. I feel like we'll do it up to the top like that and actually unbutton it here so she flaps open. Definitely a nice summer piece. It fits pretty good around the arms as well. I'm gonna double check her for any extra stainage, but I feel like she's really nice. I don't have anything like it. Giving 90s. Okay. I mean, so I have the full coat in this color. I would only see this really with like obviously sweaters. Like you're not gonna wear it with your bare arm. I just cannot believe that this is here. And it's a size 36. I mean, it be so loud in these places. Like I can't even think straight. But this is a find. This is a gem find. And this is what I've been talking about. Seeing these things in these stores. I'm really gonna have a think over when it comes to this top. But I am thinking of taking this one home. This vest I'm thinking about, and this Rodarte t-shirt. It fit really good. And I'm really considering this as well because it's like, why not? They obviously have a lot better taste at this location. A lot better taste. Shade, but no shade. Okay, cookies. The verdict is in. So Beacon's Closet in the city, that's where she's at. And it's because of this neighborhood. This neighborhood is very well-to-do, hoity-toity, old money. These people don't care about this stuff. They just want to get rid of it. They don't even care how much they get back for it. Like, it's getting donated, it's given away for pennies, and it is impeccable. First of all, my shirt is way too open for me right now. But anyway, I definitely think that this Beacon's Closet on 13th and 5th Avenue, perfect. I will be coming back here every single fucking time. Because yes, I do care about what kinds of things, like gems that they have in these stores. I don't want to buy secondhand. Like, okay, let me just make sure I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or, you know, rub anybody the wrong way. But I do not want to buy $30 Zara pieces that feel very well worn. You know, I get it if it's like never been worn, has no snags, you know, it's still in great condition, but I don't want that. I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay $30 what I basically paid in the store originally at a fucking thrift shop. No, it doesn't make any sense. And I feel like more and more these are the types of pieces that a lot of these stores are buying or taking, and it's just not good quality over time. It's not sustainable. You know, they break down easily and then you end up just throwing it away, you know. But I'm pleasantly surprised that this Beacons in the city was way better than that Brooklyn one in Bushwick. She needs to take a break. Yeah. And I think I'm going back to 2nd Street for that sweatshirt. Because I kept thinking about it when I was trying the other stuff on in there. I want that sweatshirt. It's tie-dye. I like the color. I feel like I can mix it with so many other things. I thought about 7 different outfits with it. I'm going to go get it. And the St. Laurent blazer, I'll try it on again, but I don't think I'll take it. I just want that sweatshirt for real. Okay, so obviously this is the next day. And that wore me out, child. I had a lot of fun. Lots of discoveries. I spent way more than my Brooklyn budget was of $100. But I had fun, and these pieces are forever pieces. So I'm going to go through Beacon's Closet purchases, and yeah, there were some things that I said I was going to take that I ended up not. So first things first, I've always loved the Rodarte shirts, these t-shirts, and I picked this one up because I was like, I mean, it's $20, great condition, why not? You know, it's pretty neutral. And I feel like this has been a season of purchases that I've always wanted to make. Things that I loved when I was a student and couldn't afford these things. I'm finding them in great condition and I am buying them, you know. So like I said, I've always wanted a Rodarte t-shirt, and this was perfection. So this can go with so many things. And I like the fact that it's a fitted t-shirt because I don't have that many fitted t-shirts. All my t-shirts are mostly extra, extra large, for that wonderful baggy look. Another item that I brought home were these, I still can't believe, with the original tags, these helmet laying, oh, they're little, the helmet laying pants. I love this darker khaki, almost olive tone pant. The fit of them was amazing. You know, not only was I really looking for tops this shopping trip, but I also didn't want to have to tailor anything. As much as I love going to the tailor and restructuring things and making it look really fitted for me, I feel like I don't want to have that many projects right now when it comes to the wardrobe, and I just wanted things to fit perfectly. And I ended up finding a few bottoms, but more tops I think than bottoms. But anyway, love the what's it called, the crease in these, and also the length of these pants were perfect as well, to wear a nice booty with, or even a knee-high boot can work really well underneath these pants, or a summertime spring shoe, or even a loafer. There's a lot of different things that I could see these pants rolling with, and I just felt like, oh, helmet laying, that was one of my old jobs. I blocked them on social media because they fired me for false reasons, and I screamed at the HR people. If you want to see the comedy show that I did talking about it, it's in there. It's all the way back. It's all the way back, the story behind my helmet laying firing and all the things that went down. That was the only time I lost my shit, when I got fired. And I don't think I got fired from many jobs. I think that was like one of the only ones, one or two. But anyway, moving on to the next moment. When I tell y'all, there were so many things. Those helmet laying pants jumped out at me. Okay, I was finished in the fitting room, and I was going to the register, and I was like, wait, what are these wonderful looking caramel looking pants? The same thing happened with this. I was waiting in line to go into the fitting room, and I saw it on the rack, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. The Max Mara camel teddy cape. Y'all. And I spoke with the cash register rep, and she was basically like, you know, in this neighborhood, people just want to get rid of their things. They don't care what they sell it for. They just want the space in their apartment, and they don't care. They're just trying to get rid of it. And that was the same for the other locations too that were actually by donation only. But literally, y'all, I was like, ain't no way. This $1,700, $1,800 item is here for $300 on this rack, looking very, like, I looking at the back tag here, I feel like this person actually never wore this. I just don't see how this was worn. Like, obviously it's wrinkled on the inside because of how it was folded probably prior to dropping off, but even like me bringing it home, like I can wrinkle this up the way I had it folded in there, but I could not believe this. What's this button for? To attach to other things? What's happening? I'll figure it out. But anyway, it has these buttons on the side so it could be a full cape, which literally and this was the first time I actually sat still and contemplated for about 15 minutes whether or not I should bring this home with me, because I didn't want to spend as much money as I spent yesterday, but it was just too good to pass up. And a lovely brand check came through, so I was like, you know what, God, all right, I'll go ahead and get that, because you know, you wanted me to see that I got paid right in this moment, and I feel comfortable buying this, because my belief is you shouldn't be buying things unless you could buy 4 times over. So there we have it. But anyway, a win is a win is a win. Anyway, moving along back to 2nd Street, because I actually went there a second time after my purchases, and I was like, F it, I'm gonna get these things. So I actually did have a pair of Marc Jacobs shoes on hold with them, and it didn't work. They were so narrow, but I did bring home this lovely tie-dye sweatshirt. I love it's really a white cotton tee, but it's super thick that it could be worn as a sweatshirt. It's super heavy. I love the material. I feel like this is going to be just great over time. I love the colorway. I love the pattern of the tie-dye as well, and I feel like When I am attracted to items, fashion items that are colorful, it's because they're in a print. And I think I'm just going to stick with that and mix matching prints. And this was something that I could feel very connected to with a lot of other pieces in my wardrobe. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. And this was, I think, 40 bucks. Yeah, 40 bucks. And I was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Let's get that. And I ended up going back and getting the Saint Laurent jacket. So at first, the size of the blazer really bothered me because I am so used to so many things being oversized. I also felt like, is someone gonna think that like I got this from the petite section? Truth of the matter is, two things. This probably was for a petite person. You know, I can't tell if they got this tailored for themselves. It looks like all the original stitching, and if it's not, then it's a pretty good tailoring job, number one. Number two, actually have three truths. It could have been someone's work uniform. I love it. And number three, I forget that sometimes Saint Laurent pieces are meant to fit tighter, shorter, snugger. It gives like the aesthetic of a British rocker, and I do love that aesthetic. I just never actually tried it on my own body. I love Saint Laurent accessories as far as shoes are concerned. I've never owned a Saint Laurent clothing item before. So I went ahead and got this because, I mean, at $90 for an original Saint Laurent piece with even this gold chain still in it, I was like, nah, I think that this is going to work and I'm going to figure this one out. And when I brought it home, I did love how it looked with the pieces that I saw it with. And I'm glad I brought it home. And it is my size. I'm a French 38. This is a size 38. So, yeah. Now I have a fitted blazer in a sea of oversized blazers in my wardrobe. So I am happy that I did get this. It's a stunner. And then finally, Housing Works. So Housing Works is one of my favorite places in the city. I think they have a few locations still. But they're not-for-profit and they go by donations. Sometimes brands, instead of giving their old assortment to like a Goodwill or anything like that, they donate it to Housing Works. And that's why there was even like so many Everlane jeans available, because that was some form of a donation from a brand. And you know, just a little background story. Housing Works was founded in 1990. It is a healing community of people living with and affected by HIV and AIDS. Our mission is to end the dual crisis of homelessness, and AIDS through relentless advocacy, the provision of life-saving services, and entrepreneur businesses that sustain our efforts. All purchases from our retail locations, which include 10 New York City thrift shops, a bookstore, cafe, and this e-shop, which you can also buy things online, support our work, which includes direct services to low-income New Yorkers and advocacy for social justice on the local and national level. Civil rights for all is one of their big mottos, and honestly, everyone that works at Housing Works is very helpful, very kind and endearing, and you can just tell all of them are working towards a purpose. So I love visiting there just to see, you know, they have housing goods, they have clothing, and knowing that the money goes towards these causes, I mean, even better. Now, I was so happy to find bottoms, but like I said, I was looking for tops, but I just couldn't pass these things up because, again, I don't feel like tailoring anything, and everything that I purchase is my size and I don't have to do anything to them. I found this amazing Gap leather A-line skirt that has like, it kind of gives like a little bit of a patent sheen to it, but it's not, and it has like this original rough raw hem. Yeah, this was a no-brainer as well. I love the condition that is in. There's no scratches to it. It just looks well loved, honestly. And I'm like, yo, there's so many different ways I could wear this with like my Rick Owens booties. There's my loafers. You know, I wore it with the blazer. It's just, impeccable. I was so excited to find this. And yeah, I feel like I really lucked up with these pieces that I was finding yesterday, because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I was not, this was exactly the experience I was looking for when I was shopping in Brooklyn, because it was just all the moments I was like, oh my God, this is a gem. This is a gem. So sorry, my battery died. But I was saying the final piece that I got was from Housing Works as well. And I have never heard of this designer prior to making this video. It's a Malaysian designer, Zhang Toy. Beautiful label. I mean, I knew that it was gonna be a high-end label once I figured out who it was, and just the color within this garment alone, the stitching, the detail behind it, I was like, okay, Zane, like, who are you, boo? And he a designer, okay, because this mini skirt, high waist, super cinched mini skirt, was made for me. Now it's a little snug, a little bit. Can I breathe or eat in it? No, I can't. This is specifically for standing. And if you have to get to a destination, you might want to go by car and make sure that the back seat is available so you can lie down and slide out once you reach your destination, because this is that type of skirt, honey. You don't eat in this. You barely drink anything in this, okay? And when you breathe, you sip. You sip. That's how you breathe when you wear something like this, okay? This skirt is my dream mini skirt of the 1990s, and that's just how I feel about it. I felt very blessed to find this in the crevice of that skirt rack at Housing Works, because, you know, there was a lot of pieces that I just was not feeling, and that's okay. But I found, I found two other things that are like accessory items. They had these little ring holders for like $1, $2, and I got one, and I'm like, I have to go back and get like 2 or 3 more, because not all my rings really sit on here comfortably. But I was like, hell yeah. And like I said on the video too, like, places like that are great to get pieces for, like if you have a content studio or if you have a product company, you can get different props from places like that and it will be beautiful. Or you could do DIYs to these things, right? Another item that I found for, what was this, 10 bucks? 10 bucks, this silver bracelet. It's a little banged up, yes. I'm going to clean her up, but I actually don't mind some of the age and wear and tear of this, but I just thought this was so beautiful and cute. I love silver, I love gold, I love mixing metals, but I was like, this is really cool. So yeah, overall I had a fantastic time shopping. I was a little disappointed with Goodwill. Like, there was nothing inside of there. Like, oh my goodness. And I kind of feel like it's a forgotten space now. It used to be bigger and booming when I was going there. I remember finding Marc Jacob pieces, Dior pieces from that particular location, and now it was very much filled with like Zara. And this is the thing, I'm not hating on Zara. Y'all know I shop Zara. Y'all know I shop high street items. My issue is going to places like that and finding, you know, not the best quality pieces from Zara or Mango, and at a price that is close to the price it was originally sold at. I just don't agree with that. I understand there's definitely a customer that would be able to, that would be happy to buy something like that and be happy to afford it at that price, right? But I just feel like I'm looking for gems. I'm looking for, you know, dresses from the 80s and 90s that could be restructured to something else. And if it is something that is more recent, that it's a little bit more better quality and condition, and for a good price. I do think that mostly everything that I bought was at a great price. I mean, the leather skirt was 60 bucks for leather. That looks amazing, you know. The long sleeve cotton t-shirt, it could have been 20, but okay, whatever. It's a heavy duty sweatshirt. I mean, the Max Mara, we all know, duh. And then the pants, I believe I got them for 60 bucks, Whereas like helmet length pants range from $2.95 to $3.95, I believe. And the Rodarte, I don't remember how much they were before. I do think they were pretty pricey t-shirts back in the day when I remember seeing them at Barney's. I think I remember seeing someone wearing them at Barney's. But for 20 bucks for a t-shirt that is how many years old and it still feels pretty new and decent, I'm going for it, you know. So I think overall I had a great experience shopping at thrift stores in that part of the city. So I was walking from 26th Street and 7th Avenue all the way down to 13th Street and 5th Avenue. So just that 7th to 5th Avenue radius between 26th and 13th Street. And I got probably like 12,000 steps in yesterday. Yes, I did. Didn't feel like it because as soon as I bought that Max Mart coat, I was feeling light as a feather. Yes, I was. I was feeling gleeful in my heart that I found a gem like that for that price. Okay, and she jumped out at me. Ain't nobody else was picking at her. She jumped out at me. She said, "You could take me home, Miss Ma'ams," and I definitely did. Okay. So anyway, there will be more of these because there are so many other stores that are untapped. As far as these types of videos, I want to see what it's like in those stores as well. And if there are any suggestions or places that you guys love in the city or in Brooklyn, Harlem, whatever, right, New York, you let me know, comment below. What are your favorite pieces from today's haul? And I will see y'all next week. Bye, cookies. Thanks for watching.